What is Sportscrit? It's a framework, a lens that applies critical race theory directly to the world of sports.
3 years ago, March 2023, I shared about how I talk about sports, race, and social justice, and I call it Sportscrit. And so I break down, I gave a little bit of a shot glass of what I do, a little bit of how I walk students through that process of seeing that sports is not a level playing field, and there's been systemic and historical patterns to identify that. And one of my wonderful colleagues, Dr. Marisol Diaz, she said, "Girl, you have created a pedagogy." And I said, I guess I did, right? And so since March of 2023, I really started to think about how I do the thing called Sportscrit. And so that's my pedagogy. And what Sportscrit asks is it blends critical race theory, right? That was my heart and soul. And I built on that and created new tenets, right, that apply specifically to sports. I blend critical race theory, sports education, media studies, ethnic studies, and athlete activism as well. And so the beauty of it is that I am here at Cal Poly in the Department of Kinesiology, and I get to bring my full self into the work. I ask the students, and I'm going to ask you all as well, when we look at a particular event or moment in sports, who benefits? Okay? We have to look at systems first. Before we can interrogate individuals, we have to look at the system, right? And then who benefits from said system. The next thing I ask my students, and I'll ask you all, is who is a race in these moments, okay? In these very pertinent moments throughout sports history, who's a race, okay? Then I ask the people who controls the narrative, right? Now, media studies, like I said, is very deeply ingrained in Sportscrit, and so social media, documentaries, I mean, we have a blast with all the different resources. But then I said, who profits from that system? And so these start the ball rolling, the juices flowing of students seeing the Super Bowl is not just the Super Bowl, baby, okay?
The game is never just a game. The stadium, the roster, the draft, the contract. All of it reflects the systems of power, whiteness, and oppression.
We look at all of these power structures, racial dynamics, athlete activism, and media framing.
These frameworks are not theoretical exercises. They are tools for helping individuals and communities understand systems, organize within them, and challenge them.
And so I ask students to take a step back, right? And they're asking the right questions. They just needed the vocab. And so I built a framework. And that's why we're here. Sportscrit, baby.
Because once you see the structure, you can rewrite the game.
So, thank you. Thank you.